What's up, everybody? This is the Digital World Podcast. Today, I want to talk about the SEC lawsuit. And I want to raise some questions that are going to make you think. Now, I'm speculating, and I do want this to be an intellectual conversation. I don't want you to just sit there on your phone, hunched over on the couch, and just let what I'm saying go through one ear and out through the other. No. I want you to pause for a moment. Okay? Take some time to really digest these words that I'm going to tell you or that I'm going to speculate on. I'm just going to ask some questions. Because while it's all good to be bullish and supportive of everything that's happening, you always got to ask yourself the other side of the coin. Now, let's get started. Now, we know that with this lawsuit, John Deaton, a lawyer, has spearheaded the lawsuit on behalf of the XRP community. And we see that there's a lot of support, overwhelming support. Over 6,000 XRP holders volunteer as third-party defendants. Now, he's done an incredible job, and he's fighting for what we believe is a misconception on the SEC's part, or a misaccusation that we thought that by buying the XRP digital asset that we were thinking that we were investing in the company Ripple, which is completely misplaced. And here's the article if you'd like to give it a read. And we see that the community is getting support from the employees, executive employees from Ripple. And it's even coming from Greg Kidd, who previously worked at Ripple. And he says here, Forbes maximum hypocrisy. SEC suing to dismiss case from investors by claiming that it's not clear that XRP is a security, while suing Ripple for saying that they should have known 7 years ago that XRP is a security. Shameless. Shameless, he says. Now, I want to go here and play, and I want you to hear what this attorney, Jeremy Hogan, has to say.
Not only about Ripple the company or about multimillionaire company CEOs, but about the potential devastating impact an adverse ruling would have on tens of thousands of people who are and have been holders of XRP for years, some who have put their life savings literally into XRP. And if Ripple can get the judge to understand that, I think we have a judge who is willing to get past the Howey test and get to the truth of the matter. And that, I think, is how you win this case. I love referring to myself as an authority. So, I was wondering how individual XRP holders' stories would get in front of the judge. It would be awkward at best for Ripple to submit affidavits from XRP.
Now, what he just said was, in order for Ripple to win this case, if they could get through the judge to understand that the XRP holders had lost a lot of money because of what transpired. Now that begs the question. I'm sure Ripple can win this case regardless, because the SEC claims on Ripple is beyond me, and their accusations make no sense, and the lawyers that Ripple has and the evidence that they have against the SEC is I don't know how the SEC could even try at this point. Like I don't even know. But the fact that maybe, let me put this scenario out. If Ripple wins the case because they get the judge to see that XRP holders were not protected by the SEC, and they went through that sort of way. Now, this is speculation. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying this is right. But if that's how Ripple wins, I got to ask the question, why would they need us, and why would we win that way if, first of all, we're We're not even Ripple's uh, target because they've said they're not consumer facing by any means, right? And they have also mentioned that they need to build liquidity. And so if they're trying to build liquidity, I have to think they have to start somewhere. They have to start in the retail markets. They have to build up their liquidity and they have to test their product. And it has to start somewhere before they get to the big boys, which are financial institutions, central banks. And so my question is, could it be if Ripple is able to get through this, are they using the retail in order to win this case, even though that's not their main target? So my question, essentially what I'm saying is, we've been guinea pigs all along to build liquidity. And I'm sure a lot of people know that. They know that we are lucky to be able to invest in it. And I'm not by any means bashing or anything. I'm grateful for the opportunity, but I always want to see the other flip side and ask myself the question, because while I'm glad that I'm invested in it, and I know I'm not they're not consumer facing by any means. What is the mean? Is there has to be a means to an end, right? And in this case, could we be the means to an end for them to get past this lawsuit? I'm just asking the question. I'm telling you, it gets interesting by the minute. Regardless of the fact, if you're able to participate now and hold on to this, we can't speculate on what the regulatory clarity will be in the future and whether we're made whole because we aren't allowed to hold this specific digital asset. Who knows? But we're fortunate to be in it now and to be able to participate in this ecosystem that's being created. But always see the flip side and try to understand it. Because if you can get a complete picture, it makes you all the more educated. You're able to really understand the big picture. Because remember, we only get the crumbs. We got to piece these things together in order to make sense of everything that's going on. I hope this episode has brought you some value. Like and subscribe, and tell others. Ask them, what if if we're a means to an end in this lawsuit? That's some food for thought. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.